Hi, I'm Ernie Medina with TRB, and today I'm coming to you with a review on a particular pair of boots that I was asked to test out by our friends at Original Footwear. Original Footwear, as many of you know, owns Altama boots, which I've used for many years, the Altama boot line. From my initial time in the military to the present, I've used Altama boots for many years and enjoy them. Now, I was asked by Original Footwear to test out these prototype boots that they plan on releasing and provide some feedback. The boots that you see here are the High 5 Mob Razor boots. And they are obviously in the coyote color, and they're suede on the outside with the Merry Mesh lining on the inside. A couple things about the boots here themselves is again, they have the suede outside, and on the bottom, quite unique, we have the original Altama boot pattern, the sole pattern that many of us know. But the rubber used on these particular set of boots are is basically Michelin rubber. So Michelin rubber, that everybody knows, of the tire company. The actual rubber on this one, as I've used these for the last 5 months on everyday wear on the range and things like that, has done really well. With everything from being out in the desert to street environment. No worries about slip and this and that, but the boot pattern, the wear on the sole is really good, and has worn pretty well. I mean, it's obviously fairly new on the bottom, but typically by this point I see a large kind of wearing pattern in basically my gait, my stride. Not so much here on this rubber, so it's actually standing up to it pretty well. And then, of course, I typically see some burring on the front part of the sole here. Basically, being on the range, rocks, this, that, the other, I start to see rubber just essentially separate, rip, and things like that. Don't see any here, which is really good. Another thing about these boots that I've experienced when I first got them and put them on, just like any other boot, they're very stiff, and they require some time and wear to break in. So on this one, there was, of course, a break-in period. Wasn't necessarily as long as traditionally I've experienced in the past. So these broke in pretty easily and fairly quickly. And that's a test to the type of leather. I'm sorry, the suede that they're using, and then the internals there. As far as comfort goes, very comfortable. Once broken in, very comfortable. One thing, especially using it in hot weather. So when I first started using it, it was still very hot here in Southern California, well into the hundreds. And after a long day of using them, my feet weren't sweaty or this or that. My socks were dry. So for those of you that have a concern about using boots like these in hot environments, my feet were dry throughout the whole day. And it doesn't mean that my feet weren't warm, but they were certainly dry. Same thing as I've gone to colder environments, so probably as far down as to 25 degrees out in the desert. My feet were fine. I mean, yeah, they were a little chilly, but they were not freezing, or I didn't lose feeling in my toes or anything like that. So from the two extremes, they do really well, especially since this is more of a temperate climate boot. So it's not necessarily rated for super cold weather, but did really well nonetheless. Another thing that I like about this boot is if you take a look on the side here, we have a couple different options for lacing. You have your speed lace pattern right here, where I can basically just throw these on, speed lace them up. But depending on how I like to wear my boots, it gives me options on the top laces, and it gives me 3 grommets here, so that way I can choose where my top lace essentially will rest, depending on the height of my shin and where this rests, and what kind of tension I want. So Personally, I like this one, and then it essentially allows me to wrap the lace around the back and then forward, and then essentially tie it from there. So I like the fact that they provide a couple different options here with the grommets, so you can actually choose where you want that final tension to be. Do you want it low in the front? Do you want it kind of towards the back, or high front, whatever you want? So it gives you the options there. Otherwise, this boot has been put to the test. I mean, I've done everything from your basic range stuff to just run around the dirt, run around the desert. Didn't play nice with it, and you can still see here that they look pretty good. I actually have not cleaned these boots once since I've used them, and have been in different environments. So you can see here that they actually wear pretty well. So great job on the Altama line. And again, you know, while I've used Altama boots many years, the original footwear company asked me to simply just test them out. They did not ask me or pay me to say anything pro or con about their boots. This is just my honest opinion. I don't get paid for this or anything like that. It's just something that I wear and offer my opinion. Now, with regards to boots or even shoe wear in general, different people have different needs. So depending on the type of foot that you have, what your needs are, some boots and shoes will fit better than others. So I certainly encourage everyone to pick a boot or shoe that works for them, because if your feet are not happy, you're not happy being out there on your feet all day. But again, this is just my personal opinion. Having worn them for 5 months, I'll continue to wear them and come back with a further review if anything changes. But so far, these things have stood up to the test, and I really enjoy wearing them. Enjoy the TRB brand? Well, come visit us on our online store where you can pick from an array of different TRB products, from hats, t-shirts, patches, to support our brand, but as well, different products that have been hand-selected to really help and enhance your firearms training, from the Mantis X to our friends over at Night Vision Night Sights, our good friends over at AR Maglock Generation 4, Concealment Express, and our good friends over at Niebling Gun Care for the best firearm cleaning kits out there. So come visit our store. We look forward to training with you.